Thanks, bro.
All right. There.
Just a pre-show.
Sheesh.
Damn. He was doing something.
Bro, yeah.
Fucking bloopers.
Elkhart City, a city with a heart. Elkhart City, a city with a heart. Hey, you, yeah, you, let's do it. And it's about everything you want. From your life, I went to the past of the time. Guy named Felix, last name Salvador. Straight from the city of Elkhart, a city with a heart. I be the one MC who's only 20. Coming to kill a beat so clean and near. So watch
This
out.
one is catching a chicken and
Tell us like where?
Con el amigo Felix, teach it out, pick it out.
Alright, what up? It's your boy Felix coming straight out of the 574 Elkhart, E-Town, the city with a heart. We are back today. Today I am fortunate enough to have Edgar, right here on my far right, far left.
My sisters.
And we have Gabe Ruiz.
Yo, what's up?
Gabe is the artist that created my theme song for the podcast. Gabe, could you tell us a little bit about the theme song that you created?
Hey, you, yeah, you, let's do it. And it's about everything you want. From your life, from your mind.
So the theme song, what's it called? It was originally for him, but then I had people telling me like, "Hey, yo, you should put that as a, anthem for Elkhart and shit because it's a city with the heart, it represents it,
Yeah.
to keep the community, just well and healthy and shit, have a positive,
Yeah.
type of, vibe and shit.
Okay,
So,
bro.
yeah.
Okay. And can you guys tell me, do you guys know each other or no?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, we knew each other since like
High
what,
school.
you weren't you like sophomore?
I was sophomore, I believe you were.
sophomore. I was a junior. No.
Wait, what year did you guys graduate?
I graduated 22.
Mine was a 2020. Yeah, so you were probably a freshman. I was
I was a freshman, man.
freshman and senior, and then we just met in Spanish class,
Yeah.
and that thing was a whole entire fucking trip. I was a whole trip in that class. He was in it too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was just like, I even brought my friend, and I was pretending like I was like half retarded. So me and my friend just walked in there, and he fucking just like, I was like, yeah, he's a little bit slow, and then after that, like, you figure out, I was like, all right, this dude's fucking around.
He's
So,
fine.
okay, like, yeah.
He's fine.
So I pulled out, yeah, I'm all right, cool. After that, I just gave the teacher shit. I mean, the teacher was like very like, some like how like the Christians down in Mexico, it's just like that. It's like you didn't want to hear any of like los Demos corridos and all that shit. But,
Oh yeah, that's what she was, bro.
yeah, very like Christianity, like
Okay.
gospel.
Miss
type
Aguilar, I
shit.
think that's her name. Miss Aguilar.
Miss Aguilar,
Yeah,
yeah.
Miss
Everyone
Aguilar.
thought she was hot to me. I don't know.
I mean,
Wait, so I'm
She could get
24. How old are you, bro?
I'm 22.
Oh, and you're 20?
Yeah. You're 20, right?
21.
You're 21. Oh, so you're pretty much like.
It's like 2 and 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Almost like two grades below.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting.
Damn, that's interesting, huh? How we all came to know each other too, bro.
Man, like it starts like with my older brother Alan.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like middle school, and then I was like 6th grade. I was in band, and then I rode the bus with him, and then that's where I sat with you guys at
Right.
breakfast. And
Yeah.
I just went to band class and
Yeah.
got back to my school.
Yeah, so getting back to like to going down memory lane. How long have I been knowing you, bro? And then I'll ask the same question to you.
Yeah.
How long have I been knowing you, bro? So you mentioned the breakfast. When was that? Around 7th, 8th grade?
Ooh, you guys were like at least 7th or 8th grade, so at least like 2014, I believe,
Right,
or 2015, or 13.
2013, yeah.
13, I was
Middle.
like in 6th grade doing band class, and then
Okay.
from there on I went 7th, and then so like 2014 we'll hit that number for sure.
Okay.
So that's been a fucking while then. So it's been
10 years.
more than that.
11,
actually.
yeah,
at least
12.
like 13.
So
Fuck, dude, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
and
lot.
can you tell me a bit of your life journey since then, bro? Like what
Ooh.
some of your accomplishments or your achievements that you'd be proud of
brother.
for sure?
For me, it's just going out and just like exploring like multiple areas, just like going from like state to other state, or going to like small city to small city. Like I'm like super very extroverted to the point where it's like, all right, let me go pop out over there. Like even at places like when like Wisconsin, there's multiple bars, but like once I hear live music, fucking game over. I'm like, let's go, let's hear it. And then other than that, like,
¿Te gusta el ambiente, bro?
oh man, I
Yeah.
love all of it.
Where's
I
your
love
fa-
music.
Where's your family from in Mexico?
From Durango. San Antonio is from my mom, De Laguna. And yeah. Then my dad. My dad is from, what was it? El Nogalito. and that's pretty much like a little small town. But yeah, but other than that, we do baseball and music. Came from my dad's side actually.
Okay.
So this is definitely a whole trip. I think just music and baseball all together, just like it's part of my soul type shit.
Yeah.
I feel it. I'm very different, like and all.
Yeah.
Like, especially like with the strumming and like in the middle of the public, it's kind of odd though.
Yeah.
But like, anyways, it's just like.
I remember seeing you, bro, in Studebaker, practicing.
Oh yeah.
How long
absolutely.
have you been
With that? Like shit,
swinging,
brother.
bro?
It's like, what was it? Forever, man. Ever
Yeah.
since I was out the womb, type shit.
Yeah, you're right, bro. It is in the blood, huh? Then.
Oh, definitely in the blood.
Yeah.
My dad taught us. Like Alan played it. My little brother played it. But I'm the only one who's just keeping this shit up. So just see where that journey goes. There's multiple ups and downs in that part area too. But right now, I'm just taking a break. I'm probably gonna play for the Elkhart County Miracle, and then from there, I'll just do it again in Florida, and then see where the road goes.
I was gonna say, bro, what teams have you played in or had the fortune to participate?
Man, participate. Well, NEBF, it'll be straight out of high school. It's National Amateur Baseball Federation. It was South Bend Royals for 2 years. And then I hopped on the Fort Wayne Blues, which is like we won this year's championship and head to the World Series.
Dope.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It wasn't like the way how we expected it, but we ended on a perfect note. That's all I had to say from there. My favorite part was the Wisconsin State League. That was the best one for the Kenosha Kings. It was like at least 3 hours and shit. We played against like teams in like Wisconsin, like Sheboygan, Burlington, Green Bay. Where else? I think that was about it from there. Yeah. Oh, and also Lombard in Illinois. It's a very like suburby town.
Okay.
And like we're pretty much we played from like stands and all that stuff, and it felt like a professional game in the end, but that's pretty much like probably the furthest I ever went through. But yeah, we're still going at it. We're probably gonna end up going to the Pecos League and then see where that goes. It's like lower independent league, but hey, it's the start of the journey.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of times it's like a lot of people focus on the destination and we forget about the journey. It's like
absolutely.
that's like most of the part. The journey is it's like most of the part, and it's like if we're not happy in the journey, it's like everything sucks. So it's like,
yeah, like I mean, of course, like there's like some multiple like mental like issues at that point and such, especially like in Florida, going from like here to there. But I mean, just going on a long road, it's pretty cool. I love the road trips, running into strangers and shit. Just it's like just small things. You have to elevate your perspective. That's probably like the only part that I look at it as. Like even though like it may cost some money, I may did this, may had a bad game, but in the end it was like. It's worth the experience, no one
it's
else.
for you, bro. It's
yeah,
for
like
you.
no
It's
one
for
else
you.
did it except myself.
Right.
I'm chilling,
You took the dubs, you took the L's.
I mean, there's multiple like doubts or in other multiple fucking like just I don't know how to say like it was just very like a narcissistic typical way at that point. Like everyone was like cheering. There's people that would be supporting. And it's just it is what it is.
Right.
But I stick to myself from there.
And it's almost like your team. Would you say you were kind of close to your team, like for the most part, like almost like a brotherhood, or no, not so?
Here and there, there's some types. Like either ways, like usually all like my friends and people I usually hang out with, it all came from baseball.
Oh, okay.
Straight up like that.
Long-term relationships.
Yeah. I have like long-term relationships, like my boy Nate Garcia, Bryce Lesher, Gabe Ruiz. We're just like, man, we're just a clique.
Yeah.
It's all brotherhood and all that. We all got each other's back and all that. It's pretty amazing. I mean, we're all doing good. We all still ball out and never stop, being together and shit.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Proud of you, man. Hey, following what you love. You literally.
Yeah, you have to, man.
Yeah,
It's just like, just don't ever stop trying. That's the biggest part. Even though there's like some shitty days and there's some days like where, you feel tired or. There's so many other parts like where like shit hits the fan, like like she had a text back an hour ago. It's like, oh, like you have to elevate that perspective.
Right.
Also, like
Right.
fuck, like
Yeah.
you want me to sit there and grab my hand in my cock? Like no, I'm not gonna fucking do that. Like no.
Right. Gabe, can you tell me a little bit of how we met? Yeah, man, and your journey since then. Like what you've accomplished. some of the things you felt have been like big lessons in your life and so forth.
Yeah, so I remember I met you through my brother, Brandon.
Yeah.
You know, you guys, really had a close bond.
Oh, that's so funny.
So,
Look at
comes
both
with
of their
two
bros.
Two brothers. Dude, that's fucking wild.
Two bros.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized that. But
Yeah, I met you through my brother Noel, and from there, I think when I started getting on my music career, that's when we started, like, oh shit, you do interviews, I do music, shit. I was doing interview and stuff. So I mean, from there we started having more of a, connection and stuff. So with my music journey, it all started at the end of my high school year. I was going through a lot of stuff going in my life, and it's just with my own self, my mental state and stuff. So I was kind of lost, and I didn't know what to do with my life. So there was this one song on what's it called, Enter the 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang. I listened to by Shame on I can't say the word, but Old Dirty Bastard was in that song, and then I'm like, when I heard his lines, and I'm like, yo, who is that guy? Like, I love his verses. I love how he flows. I love how, just he doesn't care. I checked who it was, and it was Old Dirty Bastard. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna check this guy out. And then from there, I started listening more of his songs and his album from start to the end. And then from there, I'm like, if he can do that and not care, I should do the same and go out and do something that's, inspiring as well. And, from there I started watching interviews and stuff about, of himself. But, sadly passed away, rest in peace. And then from there, I started my music career. Once I left high school, man, I started taking it serious. I started producing, learning how to do it correctly and stuff with a friend of mine. His name is EKX. From there we started learning, and we had our first show. I believe it was at Dodge Pyramid. I believe it was like 2 years ago. Yeah, Rocco Darrow.
Shout out Rocco
Shout
Darrow.
out to Rocco Darrow, man. He's a real one. I went in there with my friend EK, and by that, at that time my name was excuse the name, Young Dirty Mexican, because I was like, you know what, since I'm gonna pay homage to my icon, my idol, Old Dirty Bastard.
Yo, so I glanced at the girl glanced at me. I whispered in the air, you wanna be with me? You wanna look pretty though in my video. Oh no, just dance.
Do something different, but pay homage with his name. So
Dope.
from there, me and EK, we were to perform and shit. It was on April. From there, man, when I first performed, I can't you not, bro, I didn't feel nervous. I didn't feel like I'm scared or something. I just felt like I went out and just did my own thing, But
That's dope, bro.
no, I mean, a year has passed by, and I started realizing that repping that certain style is not myself. Talking about women, talking about doing this dirty shit here and there. I decided to just take more of a focus on like things that are happening or things that need to be spoken about, things that need to be changed, because a lot of the rappers nowadays will be doing whatever stuff they want. So I mean, for me and my goal in life is just to be an influence and motivational speaker, sort of, but in the rap style.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, bro, that's a great perspective to have, because, like you said, you want to make a positive influence. Like music is a good avenue to do that.
yeah, it is, man.
And that first concert, can you tell me a little bit of like how you look back on it and what you learned from it?
So my first time performing at Dodge Pyramid, which was in Elkhart,
Elkhart City, a city with a heart. Hey, you, let's do an interview about everything you went through from your life, from your mind.
Rocco. Me and my friend, we were at the gym. We were outside of Planet Fitness. We had finished our workout session. I believe I sent an email to Rocco Darrow on his Dodge Pyramid, website. So then I sent him a message saying, hey, I want to try out your open mic stuff and then maybe, perform at a show. Not even, well, a day comes by and, what's it called? he responded back like, hey, come by. We have an open mic on Friday, and we'll see what we can do. And then from there, at that time, I was already like learning how to freestyle, learning how to do, how to shoot words and how to do it on a rhyme flow and stuff. I was still learning. I wasn't like too advanced or anything. I was just like still learning and stuff. But then when I got there on Friday, I did the open mic, bro. I did a freestyle, and I think it impressed Rocco, and he said, you know what, we got a show coming up next week. We'd like you to be there. I'm like, all right, I'm down. So me and my friend, we got there. We got to that show. When I think I still remember like how it went at that show. So there's a lot of people at that what's it called, at the event. There's a shit ton of people. I was surprised that I wasn't nervous because I said whatever. Old Dirty Bastard did the same thing. He didn't care. He went up there, did his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, why not go out there and do the same?
Right.
And then there's a lot of people performing there. Nathan Van Meter, and there's a couple people there too. When I got there on the spot, bro, I had already given Rocco my playlist and stuff and the music. So as soon as he started playing it, bro, I started freestyling and on, and I did one song that I had released on my SoundCloud. It was Cold War. So I mean, Cold War, it talks about the Great Wall of China and the battle and stuff. So from there, that's where my journey started going more, and I take it more serious and stuff.
Yeah. And I ask you this question, bro, because I like getting people's perspectives, and it's like when they give you their perspective, it's like they're giving you their testimony, and it's like you can sort of relate to it if you're like somebody who's ambitioning or going after something similar. Mm-hmm. For example, like the first step, like you said, you didn't know what you wanted to do, right? Like you were singing like mm-hmm. of some stuff that you don't necessarily relate to yourself or like stand for, and it's like I see that within myself too, like with the podcast. Mm-hmm. Like in the beginning, it was like I would just do it anywhere with anyone at any time, and it was like with what about like kind of random stuff, or just not so much things that I could relate to or stand for, like now I'm attempting to do. But I think it's important, like you said, like you just start, because like along the way you'll realize what you do like and what you don't like, and like right. who you are or what you can or what you're capable of doing, because like sometimes we want to do some stuff, but it's like, damn, no puedo, it's like I suck, or like, it's like, but it's okay, it's like along kind of going along what Edgar was saying, he went out to different states, he played, he met different people, and it's like we don't necessarily know the end result, but it's just like you're passionate about it.
Yeah, like really... I always like look into like motivational stuff either way. Like I said, like in short terms, like short and sweet, stuff's gonna hit the fan, or in my terms, shit is gonna hit the fucking fan. But the thing is, you have to be prepared for that stuff also.
Right.
But like my favorite quote was Les Brown. It's not over until I win. I always watch that. Like if I have like bad days or days, it's like I got the blues. I always hit Les Brown's motivational speech. It's fucking fire.
Les Brown.
Yeah, Les Brown's a very phenomenal one.
Thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish or gulf, sickness or pain or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim you besiege and beset it.
I mean, it was like my freshman year actually. That's where like stuff rewinds. It started by like a motivational video. It has like little short clips of like the Pursuit of Happiness. What's that one other one? It's like this guy gets lost. He gets lost in the wilderness.
Is it with Tom Hanks?
not Tom Hanks. It's like this guy. He. It's based on a true story. He went like around Seattle and whatever, but it just had like multiple clips of it. It had Les Brown's voice. It had like I forgot, just other motivational speakers in there. And then, like, from there on, like, I clicked onto Les Brown. Because it was very motivational. It made me tear up my freshman year. I'm like, dang. And, like, it was a English class, and they told me just to describe it how it was. And it's just, like, it pretty much, like, it lifted me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, that's where it all started. Just, you know, just, and not every, like, motivational quote, video, or mantra, anything. It's all about your mindset, like.
Right.
You're not gonna be 100% almost every day. That's the thing. You just have to like move in motion, smooth as fast. I like this book of it's called Discipline is Destiny by I forgot the author's name, but I'm currently reading that. I read like I'm on chapter 4 at that point, but it's always saying like just like you got to do it tired, you got to do it at any moment because like there's like other like people that like don't have that typical like amount of sleep or amenities that they have to do in order to succeed in life.
Right.
That's the only thing. So it's just like you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do it smoothly. Don't think about it.
Right. And I think a big part of that is just becoming aware and knowledgeable. Like you did. You looked at motivational videos. You know.
Motivational videos.
Yeah.
Stoicism, but not too much of stoicism. I'm not like a big like guy that knows like this guy and this guy.
Right.
But I'd be like seeing and reading, but like I don't like remember it. But I know it's like it gave me like a sense of it while I was reading it.
Yeah.
But yeah, stoicism's pretty fire though. It's
like philosophy and among those lines.
Philosophy. That's one where I tune in very badly, but I don't know where do I start though. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Philosophy has so many.
Right.
There's
right.
billions of books and all
Right.
that stuff. So who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's where it all starts, man. It's just mindset and just gotta take the punches.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna hit the fan. That's
Yeah.
all, man. But in the end, it's like you have to just find a way, dig deep.
And a big part of like that is like what you listen to, because at the end of the day, it is what he listened to. It is what he looked at, and it's like I want to jump on another like topic, which is like what we listen to and watch nowadays, man. Like
man.
music for one. I have a musician in the house, like giving us, and will give us his perspective, and we got
Well, I'm basically a bassist too, man. I'm a bassist.
we got another musician and an athlete.
Musician, athlete. Damn. I feel like a nerd though, but being a reader, if we suppose that. But hey.
It's good.
Hey,
Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, reading is fucking like amazing for you, honestly. Like you learn so many other shit. You read random stuff. Like it just like it increases your imagination. It increases like your brain. Like it's basically
Intellectual, yeah.
Yeah, some like there's some other folks that like I know like they knew I wasn't a big reader, but once I'm starting reading, they're like, "Why are you reading now?" I'm just like,
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
There's points, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think like when we were young, we didn't understand like how school programs us. That's the issue.
Especially are your parents? Me personally, my parents are immigrants.
The same.
Yeah.
And
same.
so it's like,
All
bro,
the way.
like, of course, like going off that question, it's like we would have had zero chance of like being aware of that, But like,
yeah,
continue.
but like we're all like, yeah, absolutely. Like speaking on that, it was like we're like in high school, like they had a gun pointing to your head to fucking graduate. It's like you can't let them down. Honestly, you can't let your family down. Do you remember Mr. Dettinger? Come on, bro, Mr.
Office?
D.
Office or what? Like was it
Principal, the principal, yeah.
Is he 212 or no?
212. Dude,
hardcore 212. I remember that.
212 also, man. 212. Keeping it 212. I know the whole entire script.
It was in regards to the water's boiling temperature. So like at 211, water's not boiling, but
Ooh.
1 more degree,
Type
and
shit.
hence 1 more ounce of effort or a little bit more of courage or braveness,
like-
and
It's like
1
just-
more ounce can make that much more difference, And it's like
Like that one last push, like
Exactly.
lifting weights type shit.
that
There's
extra
so many.
breath.
There's so many like scenarios
Examples,
to that.
yeah.
Oh man.
But just keep pushing. 212, keeping 212. Minute
Oh,
man.
yeah. Yeah.
I work with some Goshen people. right?
Yeah.
And I'll be like,
Do you
"Minute
work in
Man."
schools?
No.
No. Oh.
No, I meant like Goshen, like people that graduated from Goshen.
Oh, people.
Yeah.
schools.
Yeah, I'm like,
I was like,
I'm like, whack. Y'all got a hawk, like, with, you know.
Well, they used to be in the Redskins.
Redskins.
Well, they took an offense, but
For what?
woke.
Yeah.
That's that woke shit.
But another topic that I wanted to touch, Edgar,
What's up?
and you were the one that first came to my mind when I thought about the food industry topic. For one, he would post a lot. Not a lot, but I mean, I would see a lot of the
Be real,
the
yeah.
content
Just say if I
that would relate to like
Yeah.
diet or food industry, and after a while, I was like, dang, he kind of he does, you know, it seems like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I reached out, you know, and and I'm glad I did because like we mentioned earlier, we haven't met or reunited in like 10 plus years, and so it's like
It's been a while.
this is another plus about doing, you know, like podcasts. You know, you get to reconnect with people.
Yeah.
But regardless, the next topic that I wanted to get to was, you know, we're not as knowledgeable. Or I personally can blab with the best, you know, but like I'm not claiming myself an expert.
Well, you went to college.
Right. Well, yeah. And technically, I'm a biologist, but
So he's a biologist, so you gotta throw him the robot.
yeah.
Shit.
But you know, we'll blab a bit about it. But yeah, I want to touch based on that topic a little bit.
Yeah.
Edgar, could you tell me a bit of the areas that you would say you're most knowledgeable or comfortable with? Would you say like seed oils or
Oh, like stuff like that.
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah,
like
yeah.
this is like where it all starts out.
what gets you going when you hear?
When I
about
like
the
hear
food?
about food and stuff, it's
Yeah.
like I just want to slap this person across the face and wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because like about like how food's going on nowadays, it's like there's some like stuff that like you got to like really like take deep research, like just a simple ingredient from a bread. It's like I can't even say the name. It's like tell the receipt. Like that's how bad it is.
Mhm.
Like nobody can even pronounce that name, but yet once you Google it, it's like some certain chemical that does this and does that, and it's just like, man, that's fucking like interesting. Like this one. Like,
Do you want to search it up?
Oh, let's pull it up. Shit.
I'll include it on the
Go
video.
to like a
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
The Joe Rogan experience.
Jamie, pull it up.
Jamie, pull it up. Pull that shit up. Hey, Felix, pull that shit up. All right, I got you.
He was mentioning, why don't you put a TV up there and be like,
That, I'm
yo.
telling you,
Rocky.
dude.
Hey, I might, bro.
Shit, it's
Oh.
kind of weird.
So, an ingredient in bread, and it starts with T.
Let's go with the white bunny
White bunny.
wheat bread ingredients.
White bunny.
Yeah, that's like a brand.
Yeah.
I'm trying to switch to like it's better to actually consume like similar to keto, but you have to know what kind of seed oil and you have to know like what kind of like certain like flour they're using or just the way it's just simple ingredients that you know like where bread comes from.
Now that we're talking about bread, bro, I've heard something. I don't know. Maybe you can give me your input. But I saw something regarding like the whiter the bread, the quicker the death.
The
So,
whiter
like,
the bread, the quicker the death is basically like
white bread's bad and like,
white bread just has so many like numerous ingredients that can cause like cancer cells, liver damage, neuro damage as well. There's so many foods that causes those typical things also. Like even like let's say like a frozen pizza, like dude, there's so much fucking ingredients for that. There's like ingredients that lowers like your testosterone, increases estrogen, mood balances.
Here you go, Jamie.
I am the Jamie. Let's see, bunny ounce 20 large. Let's go with white bread ingredients. We can go with Great Value. Let's say Great Value is the biggest one.
Yeah.
And my parents get that, but I'm just like, no, we gotta get the keto version. Keto version is the best way. It's one carb. It's less calories. It has like some typical like, excuse me, it has like some typical like fiber and stuff. Cause like fiber and all those typical like, what was it, like seeds that they put on, like sunflower seed and a lot. You're basically gonna wake up like shitting smoothly. It's like, yeah, like that type.
Happy gut, happy life.
Oh yeah. It's like
Literally how it starts with a gut, bro.
Value, yeah, just you have to shit out everything you just ate. Great value, white bread ingredients. What's water and so a Jack's Pizza. Just look at that. That is a lot of fucking ingredients. Like holy fuck. Where is it? Water, enriched wheat, malt barley flour, malted barley flour, nice and reduced iron, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, low pastured parts, skin, mozzarella cheese, tomato paste, cooked pizza topping, pork, mechanically separated chicken, water, textured soy protein concentrate, spices, beef salt, sodium phosphate, BHA, BHT, citric acid. The list goes on. Vegetable oil. What else? Pork, mechanically separated chicken, beef, salt contains 2% or less spices, dextrose. There's BHA, BHT again, soybean oil, corn oil, sugar, salt, modified cornstarch, cellulose powder, yeast, soy lecithin. The list goes on, dude. Holy fuck.
Yeah. We got into the sugars at the end.
Yeah.
Damn.
16 grams of protein, 720 milligrams of sodium. Even though it's still far, we all eat that before. Like, come on. Yeah.
Right after the gym?
After the gym.
No, I used to eat like a slob before, man. I
Really?
remember, dude, I used to eat like, what was it? Like, if I go back to like McDonald's app, it'll be like 8 items I'll be eating. Maybe 13 items.
Mothers.
Damn, bro. Bro, and going back to what you said earlier about, you know, we grow up not realizing how programmed school is, right? But then again, a lot of everything in our society, it really is. Nothing it falls into coincidence. You know, it's like the music industry is how it is for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Health, the food industry is how it is for a reason. Marriage, divorce rates are how they are for a reason. School shootings are how they are for a reason.
Yeah.
It's like all these things are all correlated.
I believe it's the internet also.
Yeah,
Yeah, the media, man. Yeah.
Like my boy, what was it? Joey, I think Joey Diaz says it.
Oh, Joey Diaz, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I grew up with that dude ever since I was like 14, listening to his podcast. Like,
Dang,
Yeah,
really?
what is it, church?
the Church of What's Happening Now,
Yeah.
like, dude, that shit fucking.
He actually brought it back.
Wait, the what?
Yeah, he like a certain hour.
So Edgar has a carnivore diet, right?
Or
tries to-
animal based and carnivore. I
Okay.
can go to either ways, but animal based it's like where, like I said, like fruit and extra amounts of honey, and then milk, and then cheese and all the sorts like that.
Okay.
But then carnivore, it's like where I'll just eat strictly like meat, poultry, eggs, fish, chicken, you know, all sorts of meat like that.
Okay.
And milk also.
Okay.
You're just limiting no vegetables, no fruits, no intakes of honey, no other sorts of like grain related stuff.
Just meat.
Just meat and like pink salt.
Oh.
I sometimes throw in a little pepper at times, but you know, in the end, it doesn't do any damage. Like I learned from Dr. Sean Baker, 10 out of 10 dude. Like I learned so much from him.
Okay.
So I'll wake up, I'll drink as much water as I can. My favorite boost up, man, I need to go get some from the store. It's apple cider vinegar. It's like you take like a couple shots of that.
In the morning?
Yeah. Just an alcoholic would do it, you know, like
Apple cider
shot.
vinegar?
Yeah.
How many?
Sometimes like 2 sips.
2 sips.
2 to 3 sips. Yeah, just like that. Like, you know, everyone takes a bottle, you're like, oh.
And then you're awake.
All right, yeah,
You're
yeah.
awake.
Like, if you can fucking do that at a bar, at a function or
Right,
anything,
right.
you can
do
fucking...
That taste, right?
Yeah, that'll
And-
taste.
You're right.
Take it like a champ, not really more.
For your benefit.
Yeah, but then you start to feel the burn through your stomach, and then, like, now you gotta take a shit. That's what happens to me, though.
So that cleans.
That's me. That's
cleanses
me.
you?
Yeah, I'm like, ooh. Yeah, like that. Just like that. I'm like, ooh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when I'm driving, I'm like, you know, like that whole fucking scene from what you call it, fucking
Friday? No.
Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
bad sauce and the burrito.
The burrito.
Yeah.
Too much hot sauce. Damn, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom.
So I was just, I gotta go to my job. So I was like, ooh, yeah, out of the way, out of the way. type shit.
Gas station, where you at?
No gas station. I went straight to my job. I'm like, fuck it.
Hold it.
Let that whole thing out. Use my shower. I usually take cold showers too now.
Oh, showers are
yeah, because like my Spotify playlist, like the number 2 one, was basically like, what was it? It's just my cold shower playlist. That's about it. That's why I knew like I took cold showers almost every fucking day.
Dang, dude, that's good.
Yeah.
Can I get back on it?
Yeah, I'm back. I went back on it this morning actually. It was phenomenal. It was like it woke me up. I feel a little. Sometimes I feel a little dizzy, but like it's so cold that like you can kind of feel a little pain. Not like stinging pain, but it's like ooh, like too much like cold compression type thing.
Yeah. You done cold plunges or no?
I would love to do cold plunges. I think that's a game changer. I'm trying to actually get like one of those
like the actual container.
No, dude, you can actually go to the Big R and get like the plastic ones. It's like
the plastic
for drinking horses. I don't dip my hand in that metal like like that little drinking.
Yeah.
What do you call those? It's like meant for drinking horses. It's
Yeah,
like
I get. It's like the.
I don't want to get like wet and then touch the metal toe and the freezing temperature. Exactly. I don't want to fucking be that. That's like pretty much sticking your tongue in there, but like, I don't want to do that, so I'm probably gonna get like a plastic toe.
Yeah, or también venden way como plastic, like the coolers or like the big ass ones. Like
I want to get a fucking. Like a whale, no, like a wine barrel or something like that.
Oh, it's just on top. It's sinking.
Yeah, sinking.
Yep. Cold plunges are amazing. Like you start to feel a little dizzy at times, but that's like I think that's like where
the benefits.
That's like a dopamine boost or some sort of like a runner's high, I suppose. But it all depends. Our bodies are different. So. Yeah. I got back from my cold plunge and I remember like the water pipes run from like I don't know where the water comes from, but once the temperatures are cold, the water just starts to get fucking cold. So like it's fucking it's freezing temps. I think it was like 34 degrees on that water that I was just taking in the shower.
Dang.
2 minutes, at least maybe 3. I don't know. It was like 2 songs.
Two songs. Yeah, that probably was like 4 then. 4 minutes. 5 minutes.
I started splashing on my face and it's starting to hurt, and I splashed on top of my head and it's starting to hurt. I'm like, all right, let's go. We're done.
Yeah.
And then I sat there and just like, all right, warm out myself, and I'm like, all right. I start to feel it. I start to feel like the little runner's high, the dopamine rush. I'm like, all right.
Feels so good afterwards. Once you're done, you feel accomplished.
Yeah, you feel
in the high.
Not for me. It's not like it is accomplishment, but it's like more like I actually took care of my body. Right. I woke up my body
for that day, right?
For that day,
it's like check
for the whole entire day. Actually, just like just like today, I feel like very like more energetic, motivated. I don't feel stiff. I feel very loose now. I actually use an acupuncture mat. Actually, it's called the Pro Source Fit. I learned this when I was down training in South Florida, and like it's got like little like not metal spikes, but plastic like spikes looking. It looks like very uncomfortable, but like once like you step your foot in it, it'll wake you up. It's like whoa, like a little jolt, because you pretty much like your foot has like some sort of pressures that connect to your body. It's so weird. It's like I don't know how to explain, but you've probably seen like you've been to the mall, you've seen those scam Chinese people trying to massage and all that stuff. Like you see the little like what do you call it? That little poster actually. The poster that has like the foot pressures. It has like the eye, the heart, the lungs, like the skin, whatever. It's actually true. Because like even touching grass, like you actually connect grounded. Yeah, grounding. Grounding is like my favorite key part. I love it.
Alright. Now we're good. Alright, welcome back. We just took a short break. Next topic up, we have music. I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys have any passion or drive, any pursue, any drive towards music?
I mean, not like any like pursuit or drive. I'm not like deep like into like music and shit like that. I just play it left and right, but like I think that music should be you know, like just keep it the same as usual. But even though it's like a new generation and such, but you know, it is what it is. But I mean, I really wish I could. I wish I had someone that's like minded, but you know, it's dope. But I'll still forever continue playing like any sort of instrument, regardless. So.
What instruments did you play with?
I could play the bass, electrical guitar, clarinet, bass clarinet, a little bit of keyboardist, just a tiny bit of drums. But if I were to take some practice, I think probably drums will be my secondary option also, because I connect with the drums when I'm playing the bass and shit like that. Oh, yeah, that's about it.
What's your favorite song to play, bro, when you're jamming out?
Oh, mine, will be, which one would it be? Probably, Cowboys from Hell by Pantera, or either, there's so many other like, songs that are my favorite.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, it's decent.
Y música en español, bro, ¿te gusta?
Oh, absolutely. 10 out of 10, bro. All day. I mean, I grew up with it, you know. My dad played it in the stereo in his truck.
Right, dude. Me too.
The GMC.
Yeah.
Come on, we all grew up with that. I'll stick it forever, man. I love it.
Right.
It's my shit.
Name one OG
What?
Mexican artist that you think is all time.
Los Cadetes.
Los Cadetes.
The Leonidas.
For sure. You can definitely get to dance with them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Your compa Gabe?
Yeah, man.
GRS?
Because I'm a musical artist and all. For me, it's my hip hop. Hip hop is my go-to. It's more like with hip hop, a lot of people connect to it, and you know the artists could speak to them. You know the way they be writing the music and all. You know, just to create a special message or something they've been through and all. A lot of people can connect and relate to that, and a lot of people gather around. It's like, damn, I relate to this dude, you know, and shit. So, you know, because hip hop is really powerful. It's really powerful. If you look back at it in the 70s in Bronx, that's where it all started. That's where it all started, bro. And a lot of people were coming up and shit, trying to rap about like, oh shit, my money, this and that, or, you know, competition. But then when you see Tribe Called Quest, coming up in the 90s, well, late 80s to the early 90s, you see that they were rapping more jazzy, more like, you know, positive, more like a message, you know, you can rap whatever you want. You know, you don't gotta be like everybody else that raps about guns or, you know.
They don't care about our communities. You know what I mean? Listen to the words that people say in their lyrics and tell me if that's some real if that's real to you. You know what I mean? Listen to what they saying. Don't just bob your head to the beat. Peep the game.
Like poetry related, correct?
But poetry.
Like they always say
jazzy, more like rhythmic in a way. They do put in a little bit of their I'd say like Jamaican into it, a little bit of it. Pipe Dog as well, you know, did some cool stuff. But yeah, hip hop is really strong. So I mean, I prefer it, bro. But for me, it's gotta be early '90s or late '90s. I'm a '90s.
Where'd you hear it first, bro? Looking back,
So,
can you like look farthest back?
So,
stage.
I was when I was little, man, I used to listen to a lot of like that Calvin Harris and shit, or the like all that shit from back then. But then I remember one time Brandon came home, bro. He was playing some Eazy-E, a real motherfucking G. Excuse my word. But
I already said a few like cuss words. Like,
Wait, did you say Easy?
Eazy-E.
Oh, okay.
From there, I started knowing like, you know, the rap, you know, like how they rapped and rhymed. I tried at that. That's when it started. Like, you know, I want to try it out. No, but I wasn't too successful with it at first. I wasn't like, you know, not vocally good at it. I mean, with vocabulary words, I'm not that good. You know, shit. So yeah, I heard it from my brother, and then I started digging more deep into the '90s, and I started falling in love more and more, listening to Biggie's album and Ice Cube's. I mean, the list is long for the people that have inspired me, bro. But when I started to get more deeper, you know, shit.
When you're in the lab, bro, can you describe when you're in the lab, right? Mm-hmm. When you're writing your lyrics? What does that place look like?
So, for me in the lab, I be what's it called? When I produce a beat, I'll produce whatever it is. It doesn't matter if it's sad. It doesn't matter if it's happy. It doesn't matter if it's more like a dancehall type flow. I'll do whatever there is. I'll do whatever there is and whatever I'm feeling like. And then from there, I start creating a flow. And I mean the beat, the pattern, the rhythm to it. And then once I get the flow of it, and then start to think like, what can I write about? You know, what can I write about? So that's when my freestyle comes in, because it gives me an idea. So it's like to give me a hit to jumpstart and all, to like before you write it, freestyle it first, and then once you think that's good, put it on there and continue on. That's how I feel about it.
So like do you get like a skeleton down first, and then like you add
Yeah.
Then you add
The skeleton, you gotta add the the organs, the muscle,
Right,
and
right.
the final is the
I
sound
wish we can hear it.
volume
Just,
and
like,
all.
break it down.
Sound volume, and I mean everything. It has to be perfect. No no scratches, no clips or any of that stuff. It's gotta sound smooth, very calming, and still perfection.
Yeah.
So that's how.
I heard your recent story, bro.
My
What is
recent
the
story.
new song? Yeah.
Oh yeah, new song. It's from an upcoming album that I got. It's for Elkhart, and it's just for me to gather around the people and also be an MC to Elkhart, and teach the values of music and how to use it correctly, and don't use it wrong. Because nowadays you see people nowadays, bro. They be doing lots of doing all that, women shaking, all that stuff, bro, and then cars, and it's always competition, murdering, and people blow up with this because I know a lot of people relate to it and think it's all this and that, but it's the marketing shit, the way they market it to the people. So
Do you try to include that in your work?
yeah, I believe there should be a change to it, especially for the youth, because a lot of the youth are now. You look back then, when we were like what, 10, 13, 14, we were all kids just playing around here and there, or maybe doing some other stuff, activities. But now that you see them 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds, they're already out there shooting people, bro. And it's just like music has affected them mentally and the way they see reality and the world. They think that that's how it should be. And they think that killing people helps resolve a problem, but it doesn't. It just affects you and no good benefit to it, So that's one thing I want to push forward in my music as well, and also speak about just positive things, whatever.
Bro,
Yes.
and you're speaking from the perspective of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
And that's these things can also be seen in other genres. Like the Latin community también, whether it be reggaeton. Reggaeton has been like that for a minute.
Oh, it's been like
the
that ever
way
since,
the
bro.
lyrics,
Yeah.
the letra,
It's like, okay.
like it's and I'm talking about like the message. I'm not talking about the beat, it's
No,
like
no, the
beat.
message that what it brings in the song.
Because the
lyrics,
beat,
yeah.
like, you can bob your head to a beat, to any beat, but it's like, what message is it bringing? Because it's like, what makes you real is like what you stand for, not what you have. What do we stand for?
Right.
And it's like this music is something we listen to every day.
So
Playlists, and it's like it affects people.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. It affects people.
I mean, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the group De La Soul. There is a specific song from their album. It's called "Stake Is High." They talk about like how the rap industry was like from that time. At that time, there's women shaking ass on up because Biggie Smalls and Tupac and all those guys brought that shit in there. And it started affecting the guys from the early '90s, and then all of those guys fell out and stuff, and Biggie, and all them people and shit throwing out more sexuality, money, the things they've been through and all. So I mean, in that song De La Soul, "The Stakes Is High," it talks about like real life shit and the music, how the music industry is, and how the people back then were living, in poverty and shit. So yeah, but like how you're saying about reggaeton, yeah. what I see a lot about people is that they don't really listen to the lyrics. All they care for is for the voice, the beat, and the way how it's gone and
And
flowing
if it's
and
trending,
mixing.
bro.
Like if it's trending too.
That's the
It's
thing
trending.
too.
Yeah,
And
you
the
never know
thing
who
is
the
like,
artist is, you know?
and the thing is like, people like Diddy have that power
Mhm.
to push up a certain artist
Yeah.
there, and then people like
Well, it's a
who
deep,
follow trends.
It's a deep iceberg on that. So
What would you say?
it's a whole iceberg on the Diddy part.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
I didn't like put like my whole entire like eyes into it. You know, I didn't read into it, but I was just like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I did see it, but
I dude, it's like, dude.
For me, it's like some sort of distraction somehow. I don't know.
That too.
So
It's
It's like I don't know. Like sometimes like the world could be conspiritual. Also, there's a lot of conspiracy theories.
Look,
In
I
my
think,
opinion.
look, I
I'm
see
not
that
trying to
as
sound like
I agree
crazy
with you.
or some other like you know.
Look, there's a lot of reasons why something may happen, right? But the timing is something that people have control of.
Mhm.
So like, I feel like the people who we're not aware of who runs the world, right?
Yeah.
Those names are behind doors, bro. So like, I agree, it's a distraction, right? But
Yeah.
when, and the drones thing. So it's like when is it happening? The wars, when, like. Is it happening simultaneously? Like, I'm just saying these things are happening all at once. These are just facts, you know? It's like
Murders
man.
and
Yeah.
such, like the assassination attempts or either like assassinations.
bro, like the thing with UAPs, unidentified anomaly phenomenon.
I didn't read it.
Because it's not UFOs anymore. It's not unidentified.
Whoa!
It's not
UFOs.
It's not unidentified flying object because it's not a flying. It's not flying for one, and it's not not an object.
It's some fucking like supernatural shit.
Yeah, that's why it's an anomaly. An anomaly phenomenon.
How do you think UFOs move then?
They have their own gravity. Like they
They do
don't
some
pro-
like teleportation.
No. They have I don't know if you've heard of element 15 or 115. It's like a fuel that.
Pull it up.
Yeah, for sure.
August 27th, 2000. What's element 115? Element 115.
Element 115 is a super heavy element. It's something that we've only just recently.
Little triangles of it, but it's a unique element when it's exposed to radiation.
Synthesized. We only made 4 atoms of it, but the craft uses larger quantities of it, 223-gram little triangles of it. But it's a unique element. When it's exposed to radiation, it produces its own gravitational field, its own anti-gravitational field, and it's what's used to lift and propel the craft and create distortions around it. It's a.
That's how I was mentioning how they were able to move like that.
Elemental power.
We should have a bunch.
Bro, because
So they must have been in another dimension.
a human can only support like, what is it, like 14 G's of force of when flying, and these things can move like 3,000, 2,000 G's of force. They've come forward on
chip. The human body can withstand about 9 G forces for a short period of time before you suffer negative biological consequences, blackouts and ultimately redouts and even death. But one of our most highly maneuverable aircraft, manned aircraft, made by General Dynamics, can perform about 17 or 18 G forces before you start having structural failure, meaning that the airframe begins to disintegrate while you're flying. The vehicles we're talking about are performing in excess of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 Gs.
All right, let's close it. Okay. All right, we're back. We took an unexpected break. Well, it was actually intentional break. So we ordered pizza. But
Stoners.
yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming on, man.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks for having me, inviting us here.
Hell yeah, dude.
Taking the time. Got to share some cool stories and truths and perspectives. Overall.
Absolutely, man.
And yeah, I mean, do you guys want to say any last words?
Just ride the tides, man. Just chill out, you know, do yourself, take a shower, and
Okay. For sure.
Blame yourself and yeah, stay disciplined.
Yeah. All right, guys. Everyone, have a great night.
Go fuck yourselves.
Whoa,
Drive safe.
Deuces.
Peace out.
Holy shit. Alright, let's order more.
Wait, what'd you say, bro?
He said, let's go order more.
For
Look at that.
smack.
This one's on me. I'll go get another pizza. Looking asses.
They're great. Looking asses.
It's not cool, man.
We're about to say, yeah, bro.
Come on, man.